All right, what's going on, guys? It's Trader here, and you're watching another video over at HawgBeat.com. Today, we've got a clip from the latest Recruiting Hogs podcast, which was an interview, about 15 minutes. We got to sit down and talk to Arkansas's first commitment in the 2023 hoops class, Layden Blocker, out of Sunshine Christian Academy in Wichita, Kansas. Blocker, an Arkansas native, chose Arkansas a couple of weeks ago over a couple of other big-time offers. Could have played pretty much anywhere in the country. He talks a little bit about his decision to come to Arkansas, as well as taking a look at his dominant performance over the last couple of weeks at the Peach Jam basketball tournament, as well as the rest of the summer runs that he's been on. Really pushing that fifth star status. We're going to talk to him a little bit about what that would mean to him as a prospect, as well as, like I said, his decision. A little bit of info about what draws players to Coach Musselman, and then what's next for the 2023 class. If you guys want to see more content just like this, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. It'll bring you back over to the HawgBeat YouTube channel, as well as going to HawgBeat.com if you want to see all the written coverage. We've got you covered with everything you need to know about Razorback athletics over at HawgBeat. So without further ado, I'm going to let you get into the interview.
All right, and now we're joined by class of 2023 basketball commitment, the first in the group, Layden Blocker. Layden, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. I'm going to let Jackson kick off the questions here because I know you followed his recruitment for a long time.
Yeah, for sure, Layden. Very, very happy to have you on. Good to see you again. I appreciate you jumping on here with us for sure. First, just to start everything off.
No problem.
So you just finished up playing in Peach Jam. What was that experience like for you this year?
For me, it was a pretty good experience because, my team had the playing game to get into Peach Jam. So, just the experience, just to be able to, we had to fight through to get in Peach Jam. If we didn't win, we wasn't going to be in Peach Jam. But for it to be my last year, it was a pretty good experience to play, my guys, my coaches. This would be my second year playing for Brad Beal. And it was just an overall fun experience, making a good run, making it to the Elite Eight. I mean, everything was just fun, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
Now, obviously, it's a team effort when you go out there and you play against some of the top competition on the circuit, but, you really catapulted your team to wins with how you played and took control of games. Would you say that you grew as a leader through this experience this summer?
Oh, yeah, of course. Being like the point guard of the team, the guy to make the plays, put the ball in the hoop. I also think I grew as a leader because times when I can't score or times when, I can't, make plays, I still got to, be the PG and get my teammates involved and get them going. So I think just being that guy on the team was able to build my leadership skills also.
Do you think you got more vocal throughout the time too, this summer in particular?
Yeah, of course. I had to really know all 5 positions just because, people, they scout and stuff and they was gonna face guard me. So it was good for me to know all 5 positions. So just being vocal, getting guys where they need to be, making sure guys remember the plays, yelling out the plays. I felt like I had to be more vocal, coming into this summer.
And one thing I noticed too, because I was watching pretty much all of your games from circuit, I think the second session on the way through Peach Jam. One thing I noticed about your game was that you grew each time you went out on the court, and you grew each week and each session. And one thing I noticed in particular was your ability to break down double teams. It looked like initially they gave you a little bit of trouble because you were scoring so much early on this summer, and then teams started throwing doubles at you. But by the time you saw it maybe 2 or 3 games in a row, well, then you made adjustments and you kind of were able to pass out of him or break down, beat him off the dribble, all that sort of stuff. What went into identifying that in particular and being able to adjust so quickly?
I think the main thing for that is really because to be honest, I don't really think it was just me. As a team, we grew together throughout all the sessions. We gelled together, and everybody's chemistry, we all just bonded. So everybody knew who was gonna be there. Nobody was left alone. So if I was in a trap or anything, everybody knew to come back and get the ball. and just come, meet the pass. Because, at the beginning of the season, you wouldn't really see that. We wasn't really together. We wasn't really as a team. Everybody was like on their own ways. But, as, sessions came on, time went by, everybody just gelled together. And it was easy to like get out those traps because I had my teammates right there for me.
Gotcha. That's a really good answer. So you're the third native Arkansan in recent memory to go through the Brad Beal Elite program and then commit to Arkansas also. Is that something that you think is pretty cool, or is it just kind of is what it is?
I do think that's pretty cool. I never really thought about that actually being the third Arkansan to go to Brad Beal Elite to commit to Arkansas. But now that I'm thinking about it, it is pretty cool.
Did you ever talk to Moses or Nick Smith at all, like within the organization, talk about Arkansas whenever they committed or anything like that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So obviously it's Brad's program and he's involved in it. How involved has he been with you? And what was that like getting advice and guidance from a multi-time NBA All-Star?
He was involved heavily. He was at session 2 in Indiana, and he told me a lot of words. He was at session 2 and session 3, and in both of those sessions, he gave me a lot of words of wisdom and stuff just to help my game and help me as a person. Basically, like saying like I'm the point guard of the team. I got to lead the team. I got to make sure guys in the right places. Giving me feedback on my game and like how I need to play. Because he already been through the system. He's in the league now, making millions of dollars. So anything he says to me, I just take it in, process it, and do it the next time.
Does that carry extra weight coming from a guy who's a 3-time NBA All-Star, who's just signed one of the largest contracts in NBA history and well respected and everything like that?
Yeah, of course. Because again, like he been in my shoes. He been through the Brad Beal program like since it was called St. Louis Eagles. He been through like everything. What I need to do to like make it to where he's at now.
So what's on tap for the rest of the summer for you?
Really just, really nothing. I got to go back to Sunrise in 3 weeks. So in the next 3 weeks, I have nothing planned. Really just chill, go to the gym, rest, recover, just get ready for a big senior season.
Are you pretty excited for the school year and your high school season start up?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for, my last high school season. It's really crazy that I'm going to be a senior and it's going to be my last time in high school. But, I'm ready.
Yeah, time flies for sure. You ready to win a championship?
For sure. I'm ready to win a championship. It's time for us to get one at Sunrise.
So what are you most looking forward to for your senior year?
Like you said, win a championship, get better as a player and a person, for real. Get prepared for college. I'm looking forward just the environment of traveling, really, going to all these different states to play on the biggest stage. I'm just looking forward to all of that, playing the highest competition there is in high school basketball. It's going to be a fun year.
So talking about your commitment to Arkansas really quick, what did it mean to you for your home state program?
It meant a lot because I'm from Arkansas. My family's from Arkansas. And just committing there, I think it felt like it was the right decision because, Coach Musselman and the coaches that they do a great job over there developing players and, getting guys to the league because, him and his staff, they're all like NBA style. He came from the league, Coach Muss, and some of his staff did also. So, like, they know a lot about the game. And, again, just being from Arkansas, it just means a lot because, my parents, it's only 2-hour drive from my house. So my parents, they can come to, like, any home game they want. Like, not my parents, my whole family. So it just means a lot just committing to the home state.
What was it that sold you the most on the Razorback program?
Really, like I just said, like the NBA style of play and the NBA style of coaching. Coach Muzz, because I went on an official visit, he showed me everything I need, like, to get better in. And it was like a diagram. It just amazed me. And also, like, how what they run and what they do is similar to the NBA. And once he showed me, like, the diagram and that, like, I thought it was sealed. Because, everything there is so high level. And everything is, like, such an order. Like, nothing's just out of the blue. Like, everything is like in order and just it's a plan. That coach, he's not just going to make up like something random to do. Like everything is on the paper, everything is planned just like the league, and that's why I chose Arkansas, because I feel like if I go there, they're going to prepare me for the next level.
We've seen it time and time again. You know, Coach Musselman's able to generate the interaction on social media and also be able to bring in top recruits like yourself, like Nick Smith, like Moses Moody. What is it about Coach Musselman that you think draws people to him?
Really, his energy and his passion for the game and his coaching. I think those three things brings people to Coach Muss. You see him on the sidelines of the game, he's hype, yelling, just like with the fans after the games. He's just an energetic coach. And, mix that with a good, like, he runs NBA stuff, mix that with like a high-level coach who runs NBA style stuff. It's like, can't do anything, but like that's a coach that you want to play for.
Does it mean a little bit extra to you that you're not only committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks, the home team, but you're also the first to do so in that 2023 class where spots look like they may be limited?
Oh yeah, it does. Being the first 2023 to commit to Arkansas, that's a big thing. Being the first 2023 committed to Arkansas, and I'm from Arkansas, so it just makes it even better.
What was your family's reaction when you told them you're committing to Arkansas?
Of course, they was happy for me, but like at the end of the day, they was going to support me throughout any like situation. But when I committed to Arkansas, I think it made them even more happy because Arkansas is only 2 hours away from the house, and I can visit them like quick like that, like just anytime. And I think I brought a lot of smiles to people's faces, not even my parents, but even like just my grandparents, uncles, aunts, all of that. And even people from my old school, Little Rock Christian, I brought a lot of happiness and smiles from people's faces committing to Arkansas. Because, that's the team everybody likes here, and that's the team they support. So committing to Arkansas, you bring a lot of happiness from that.
And we saw in the 2022 class, Jordan Walsh and it was actively trying to recruit Nick Smith and Jordan Walsh and Anthony Black all kind of like actively tried to recruit each other once the kind of like the dominoes fell. Have you done anything like that? Like, have you contacted any of the other guys that they're looking at for the 2022 class, or have you just kind of stayed in your own lane, or what do you think about that?
Oh yeah, I contacted two of them. Well, one I think I made a tweet, Ron Holland, but Bayfall, I have his number in his Snapchat, and and I just saw him at the top 100 camp too, and I was telling him that he should come to Arkansas, and that should be the move. I've been actively trying to get him to come here. But me, out of all the people that's getting recruited from Arkansas, I think I'm probably closer to Bay just because I have his number and his Instagram, and I saw him at the top 100 camp, and that's when we really became close, started talking, is at the top 100 camp.
Do you think you're making good ground there?
Yeah, I think I'm making pretty good ground.
So I think this might be our last question for you here. It's kind of a two-parter. There's been a movement on Twitter from Arkansas fans campaigning for you to get your 5th star. So how cool is that, seeing fans of the program, pushing for that on your behalf?
To me, I think that's really cool. People having my back, trying to promote me to get that 5th star. Like even my family, they think I should have it, friends and family around me. But to me, I think it's kind of good that I don't got the 5th star, because it would make me work more, make me work harder, But I honestly still think I should be a 5-star after all what I've done through these 4 sessions and through Peace Gym. But I'm just, either way, it's 5th star or not, I'm still stay in the gym, keep working.
Well, you jumped ahead of me, because my next question was going to be, do you think you were a 5-star recruit? And you went ahead and said you were, so you beat me to it.
How important are ratings to a guy like you who's being nationally recruited all around? You can basically go anywhere you want to play college ball. Does that 5th star necessarily matter as much to you if you've got the offers to back it up?
To me, it really, like, a 5th star really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's who can put the ball in the hoop, for real. Like, a 5th star, that's just something on the internet, for real. I mean, it's good for, like, long term, like having that 5th star. But as a player, I feel like a 5th star should really matter, because you could be any star and still get your butt whooped for real. Because it's just a matter of who's going to stay in the gym, keep working, and keep grinding.
Gotcha. And then this is my last one here, and I think we're going to be able to let you go. But, I ask all the football recruits this whenever we get them on. What is Arkansas getting in you? What can fans expect to see whenever you step foot on campus?
They're going to see an energetic PG that can get out in transition, explosive. So I'm going to have the, arena rocking in transition, especially, fast break dunks and stuff. A playmaker, a scorer, and a leader, going to the Arkansas games. The point guard, if you have energy towards you and the leadership, they love you over there. Just Coach Much, he loves point guards to get out in transition, getting past lanes, all them dunks and stuff, all them yelling and crazy stuff. He loves all that stuff. And I think I could, fit that role right there and fit it perfectly.
All right. Well, Layden, thank you very much. We really appreciate you coming on. You're more than welcome to come on anytime you want. There you have it, folks. That was the first commitment for Arkansas basketball in 2023. Layden Blocker. Make sure you guys check him out. He's really been rising up the ranks lately, dominating the summer circuit. Excited to see what you're able to do this winter.
Thank you.